Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Coach Cruise. We're an early edition today. Obviously, we got some. I told some of you all last week I have tickets to go see some theater downtown. And when I bought the tickets, I just bought them real quick because I thought it was a good deal. And it was one of those things. It's like, oh, you forgot you got your live show. And then not only that, but next Tuesday, we have a game scheduled. And I have a game on Monday, I have a game on Tuesday, I have a game on Wednesday, 3 games in a row. So I might have to cancel next week. So I said, you know what? We got to make sure we get this show in somehow, some way, even if it's early, because we might be off next week just due to other work obligations. Let me say hi to everybody that is here. I got a kind of a fun show and planned, a lot of would you rather questions. I always love those. And the reactions that you all give me as far as cruising goes. But we got Justin who checked in first. He's done that quite a few times. Congrats on that first check in there, Justin. DC Brothers here. Good to see you. Frankie Floyd, great to see you. Z, great to see you as well. We got Mike Anthony and Tim G, two Facebook admins back to back right there. Great to see you, gentlemen, as always. We got Cheryl here once again. Great to see you, Cheryl. Rusty is here. Hello, Coach. I'll be on the celebration in 5 days. Did you ever find out who is going to be the cruise director while Lee is gone? Yes, Rusty. It's a gentleman by the name of Louis Claire. Um, and I mean, the fact that he's on an XL class ship, this Carnival thinks highly of him. Now, I personally have not cruised with Lewis, but I've seen some clips that him and Lee have done together. Just filming some things, and he's very confident. I think he's going to probably do a pretty good job for you. So yeah, get back to us and let you know what you thought here. We got Zoe here trying to eat her whole plate of treats in one shot. We got EM74. I think you are new, or at least the name sounds new. So good to see you, M74. We got Ted back here once again. Great to see you, Ted. Cruise Life TV, Greg and Michelle. And Michelle, I have not one, but two of those little charms. I did unpack. and I know I had said one, but I found an extra one from a previous cruise. I'm going to send you both. One is blue and one is red. So that will be coming. When? I don't know. I know I'm dragging getting it there, but because I'm dragging, you're going to get an extra one. Let's see. It's snowy in New York, and yeah, it's snowy and it's freezing here in Chicago. They canceled school today. We had wind chills that were supposed to be negative 35. So I know the cold has swept the country. We got Sean here and Brad H. Sean says, welcome back, Coach. Thanks for great content on the celebration. Hey, it's my pleasure, and there's plenty more to come. I have plenty more celebration content coming. We got Brad H. back. Brad has been the world traveler going all over the nation, all over the world, cruising and such. So Brad has become quite the cruiser. And then we have Mimi Melly. Hello from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And the name sounds new. So, Mimi, if this is your first time here, welcome. Tony G is back. Good to see you, Tony. And seen you in a little bit. And then M is short for Emily. All right. And yeah, I call a lot of my friends that are named Emily M. So I totally get that. As a matter of fact, one of my girls' flag football players is named Emily, and I would always call her M. So I totally get that. M74. And look at that. We have Sherry. Hope you're feeling better, Sherry. She says it's freezing here in Fort Myers. Oh, goodness. That I think that was a shot at the rest of us that live in this cold weather, but 65 probably is freezing to a lot of people. That's kind of funny. Kyle says hi. Hello, Kyle. And yeah, I think I said hi to Z, but if I didn't, Z, hello. And we got Chris. And yeah, Chris, I'm way early today. I mentioned right at the entry that I got this theater show, Hamilton. For those of you that have heard of Hamilton, I'm going to see Hamilton for the first time tonight. And I bought the tickets, and it's like, okay, I gotta go. My athletic director is actually going with me because Anita's working. So after this show, she's supposed to come by and scoop me up and we're going to go check it out. She teaches Shakespeare at the school, so she's all pumped about it, like I am. Ted says 17 in Oklahoma. That is cold. Tomorrow we're supposed to have a high of 18. Right now it's like 1 degree or something. All right, so check this out. Tim G has set up Zoe here, and for those of you new to the channel, Zoe's biggest job is trying to look cute and scratch my arm up to request treats, because for every $10 super chat, Zoe gets a treat. Today we have several half hot dogs for her that she's very excited about. And so Tim and Cheryl have started us off with super chat. So high five for Tim and Cheryl, and say thank you to them. Say thank you, good girl. All right. So she'll go eat that. So thank you, Tim and Cheryl. And Tim G and Cheryl, let's see, you guys are 61 through 70. So how the super chats go, if we get 30 more in super chats, then that will make 100. And then I do a random drawing 1 through 100. So for example, Tim just drew the number 61 through 70 there. So let's say I asked my phone, hey, Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. And it said 66. Well, his numbers fall between 61 and 70. So he would win the Coach Cruz t-shirt. And I have an example of that right here. There is a pink one. You see the big back, Coach Cruz. Can't get away from a good time. And then if you don't like the pink, well, we have 6 different colors, but here is the blue one, the back of it. And Zoe, get back from the treat tray. She's trying to get all her treats in one shot. So those are the shirts you have to choose from. Well, that's just a couple of them. Yeah. And Zoe, I tell you, I remember, sharing her terrorizing the house and destroying a bunch of stuff. But I will say she's gotten a lot better. So she's growing up quick. She's maturing. So we are happy to see that. All right. So again, and then by chance, if somebody does a $15 super chat or more, we have this little bit of bourbon left, 4 Roses, single batch. I will pour myself a shot, and that will be a treat for me, and Zoe gets a treat if it's $15. Yeah, Mike, I just sent that off, and there's a number of people that ordered shirts and stuff. I sent all that stuff, and Mike got a mug as well. So those of you that I sent stuff out to should be getting it by the end of the week. And what was I going to say? Oh, the next cruise that I'm going on, March 23rd on the Carnival Magic. I had my first person order shirts for the Coach Cruise Bar Crawl, and it just happens to be their first cruise as well. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. So we've already started to transition from the Carnival celebration to the Carnival Magic. All right, so I want to get into some fun stuff today. I like these would you rather questions. I haven't done these in a little bit. So let's get your keyboards ready here, because the first would you rather question is, okay, this is a detailed one, so pay attention here. The first would you rather have great weather in every port? So, you go to somewhere like Cozumel or Roatan or St. Thomas, you're going to get guaranteed great weather. But it's a 7-8 day cruise, guaranteed great weather in each of those ports, but you're in an interior cabin. So that's your first choice. Great weather in all the ports that you're going to visit, but you're in an interior cabin, or so-so weather, whatever so-so weather is to you in your ports, but you get an extended balcony and great weather on sea days. So extended balcony and great weather on sea days, but weather while you're actually in the ports that you're visiting. So it might be cloudy, might be a little bit rainy half the day, something like that. It might be really cold, too cold to go in the water, something like that. Okay. But your extended balcony and all your sea days are great. Or the first one was great weather in every port, but you're in an interior cabin. So put A or B. If you think A, that is great weather in every port, but you're in an interior cabin. If you think B, you have an extended balcony, but the weather in the ports is but on sea days, it's really good. So you can enjoy your balcony. So which one is it, A or B? All right. Sherry says the balcony with the great sea days, just soaking in the waves. And we got, okay, so this one, we got a BB, AA, BA. Okay, a lot of people are taking the interior now. It was really split at the beginning there, but a lot of people are taking the interior and the beautiful weather in ports. Okay, so I think the interior cabin there won. Rusty says, considering we get an interior 90% of the time, I'm going with A. Yeah, and that would make sense. And obviously, if you're somebody that is hardly ever in the cabin, and I probably qualify for that, I do enjoy getting a balcony, but I don't enjoy it as much as some people enjoy it. Like, for example, we just had a cove balcony, and it was the first cove balcony I had gotten. And it was great. I mean, it was really close to the water. It was everything that I hoped it would be. And I honestly, I don't think I even sat down out there one time all 7 days, and just really enjoyed it. I stood out there and, I did a couple video shots that I already showed on a couple of the vlogs. But, I mean, I need to, when I have a balcony, I need to make a point to enjoy it more. And, but I'm always out doing stuff around the ship and having fun that way. So interiors probably would make more sense for me and save some money. Brad says, I always choose balconies, fresh air, sunshine, and adult beverages. Yeah, that sounds great. Makes me want to go on a cruise right now. Sean says, nothing beats a great beach day at Jack Shack. So I'm willing to bet that Grand Turk is one of Sean's top 3 destinations. And Mike says we don't spend as much time on the balcony. Yeah. All right. So here's the next would you rather. Okay. Here's your choice. Your favorite cruise line calls up and says, we will give you either A, an interior cabin and a free drink package. So you get an interior cabin with a free drink package, or a balcony cabin, but you have to pay for all your drinks. So you get an interior cabin with a free drink package, or they will give you a balcony, but you have to pay for all your drinks. So A, if you're taking the interior cabin with the free drinks, or B, if you're taking the balcony, but you have to pay for all your drinks. All right. Sherry is going balcony again. Mike says, A, give me that free drink package. Cruise Life, free drink package. Rusty, free drinks. Tim, free drinks. Ted says balcony. DC Brother, free drinks. Sherry says balcony again. Cheryl is free drinks. Frank Floyd, interior, free drinks. And Justin is saying, give me the balcony. Well, Justin, I don't think Justin's old enough to drink. So wise choice there, Justin. Way to be responsible. Sean says, A, give me the drinks. And he's got 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. This time, M is saying, I want the free drink package. I think that's what I would go for. And Brad is a balcony lover. Brad and Sherry are uniting here in their balconies. And way to stay consistent. And Ted doesn't drink, so I'm guessing he's going with balcony there. All right. Now, your next would you rather is port choice. Now, some of you may not have been to all of these ports, so it may be a difficult selection for you. But this is a or B question. And again, A is Cozumel and Roatan. Cozumel, Mexico, and Roatan, Honduras. Those 2 ports. You can choose between those 2 ports, or B, St. Martin and St. Thomas. So which 2 ports would you rather go to? If you were on a 2-port cruise and the choice was Cozumel and Roatan, which often is coupled together, and St. Martin and St. Thomas is often coupled together. Which itinerary are you choosing? All right. Frankie Floyd is going with St. Martin and St. Thomas. Mike the same. Rusty the same. Okay, I thought a lot of Sherry's going St. Martin, St. Thomas as well. Cruise Life TV says that's a tough one, but they're going with St. Martin, St. Thomas. DC Brothers, it's almost a clean sweep here. I thought this would be a lot closer. Brad has been to all four, but he's going with Cozumel and Roatan. Tim says we're going to B in April. So I think that's a vote for B. Wow, this was almost a clean sweep. I love Cozumel, so I thought this was going to be a much tougher selection here, but okay. Pardon me, I'm thirsty. I'm going to get ready for the next one. Cheryl ends with an A. Sean says B by a nose. Okay, well, I'm encouraged by the fact that some of you said it was a tough choice. So it wasn't. I like when I get them and they're split, and then that lets me know that I picked a tough one. All right. I think I know which way this one's going to lean, but I think some of you who have tried this first option may lean this way. So your first choice, if you choose A, or you can put bonsai teppanyaki. I'm not talking about the bonsai sushi. Those ships that have the teppanyaki, that is where you can get your choice of steak, lobster, shrimp. They cook it up with the rice and the veggies and everything, and they put a big show on for you. You have your own personal chef. Each 10 or 11 seated table, has their own personal chef there that will cook your stuff up, made to order, right in front of you, doing all the chopping, dicing, the fire blowing up, everything else like that. So that's what you got going on. Bonsai teppanyaki, or B, the steakhouse. So everybody knows about the steakhouse, but which are you going to choose? Are you going to go with A, bonsai teppanyaki, or B, the steakhouse? Steakhouse is just a little bit more in cost, but the food quality and the amount of food is pretty close between the two. All right. So, we got Rick here. Welcome aboard, Rick. And I forget where I should have had somebody do a cross. Cruise Life and Brad H. I don't know if that is for bonsai teppanyaki or that's from the previous question. Mike is going with the steakhouse. Rusty's going teppanyaki. DC Brother Steakhouse. Frankie Steakhouse. Cheryl Steakhouse. Tim is bonsai teppanyaki. Sherry's bonsai teppanyaki. And Justin is bonsai teppanyaki. Okay, so this one was more split than I thought. Sean says his family is bonsai teppanyaki, but he is the steakhouse. Mike's the steakhouse. Ted, the steakhouse, but barely. And Rick says the steakhouse as well. Anybody else that would like to throw their response in on that one? Okay, well, that was a pretty even one. All right. Okay. Now this one is free. This is a free food selection here, this next one. And I think this one could possibly be split. All right, here's your first choice. And this one I'm going to make you write the whole thing out because it's only 4 letters. Are you going to choose the deli, Carnival Deli? Well, I mean, I guess they got deli on every cruise line. So either the deli or the pizza place. So put deli or pizza. Which would you rather have in most situations? The deli or the pizza? Deli, pizza, deli, pizza. Which one are you going with? Deli, you get a variety of different sandwiches you can choose from. Pizza, you get probably half a dozen choices of different types of pizza that you can have. All right, so we got 1 for deli, 2 for pizza, 2 and 2. Let's see, 2 and 2. And Cruise Life TV says deli, so that's 3. That's 4 for deli, 4 to 3, 5 to 3, 5 to 4, 5 to 5, 6 to 5. 6 to 6 after Sherry's vote. I think we have 6 pizza and 6 deli Is there anybody out there that is going to break the tie? I believe it's 6-6 after Sherry's pizza vote there. Might have to go up and count again. Sean is saying pizza by default. I haven't eaten at the deli, so that makes it 7-6. Emma's saying not eaten in the deli in years. I really like the deli. What's wrong with the deli? The deli's got some great sandwiches. I as a matter of fact, I probably ate at the deli more than M says pizza anywhere. Okay. So I think pizza's going to win this one, but it was close. And Cindy jumps in. Welcome to the show, Cindy. Cindy says pizza last time on the horizon. The deli sucked. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Don't like to hear that. Yeah. I've not always been a fan of the pizza. I did eat more pizza on this last cruise. You know, the group that I was with, we were stayed up pretty late. And so that was the only thing to eat at that point. So I did go up and eat a little pizza. Usually I don't eat much of it at all, but did have some pizza and it was all right on the celebration. It was okay. You know, again, not Chicago pizza, but it was decent. So, all right, good responses there. And it was tight half and half for a while there. And then pizza came out on top. All right. Now, this next one, I think I know which way it's going to go, but we're going to start with it. Blue Iguana Cantina. That's where you're going to get your tacos, your burritos, your breakfast burritos, that sort of thing in the morning. So you're going to put either Blue Iguana or Guy's Burgers. And most everybody knows, at least it's been on Carnival, about Guy's Burgers. So that's where the burgers are free at Guy's. The tacos and burritos are free at the Blue Iguana. So I tell you what, just put either tacos or burgers. Tacos or burgers. That'll make it easier. Cruise Life TV says, get the pretzel bun at the deli and then take it to Guy's Burgers and have them put the patty on the bun. Great idea there. All right, Mike is saying Guy's Burgers, Blue Iguana from Rick. So that's 1-1. Then Burgers, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3 Burgers, 6-3 Burgers. And this is the way I thought it would go. Oh, that's 6-4. Justin, I missed all the emoji tacos there. So 6-4. So I guess that's pretty close, actually. 7-4 now with Ted's vote. All right, so Burgers wins, but it wasn't a landslide victory. We had a lot of tacos and burrito fans sticking up for the Blue Iguana Cantina or the taco burrito choice on your particular favorite cruise line. Sean says, guys, but very close. And Cruise Life TV, thank you. They say, great questions. All right, I have another question for you, and I'm running out of would you rather questions here. So then you're going to have to listen to me talk, and we're not even halfway through the show. So let me take a break here and have a drink. Mike Anthony says the best taco was at Mr. Sancho's. And I know we're talking cruise lines, but for those of you, and going back Cozumel, Mr. Sancho's in Cozumel, for those of you that don't know. Also, Paradise Beach is just down the beach from Mr. Sancho's. They have phenomenal tacos there as well. Paradise Beach or Mr. Sancho's for your all-inclusive in Cozumel. Can't go wrong with either one of those. And there's some other wonderful all-inclusives in Cozumel as well. All right. So now this one is a little bit unique to me. And let me just share this here. So most of you know that I've hosted a bar crawl on just about every cruise that I go on. You know, I'm slated to host another one on the Magic March 23rd. Sometimes I end up hosting two because there's so many people that have so much fun on the first one that they want to do a second one. Now, I have run into a problem multiple occasions where people will message me and they say, can you change the time of your bar crawl? Because I'm in the slot poll and I want to go to the slot poll, and you know, I can't, they're both at the same time or something like that. So the question is this: if you have to choose between going on a bar crawl or going on a slot pull, which is your choice? So put bar crawl or slot pull And look at that. We got Sherry and Jay jumping in here. So, Zoe, you're going to have to hop back up here if you want this treat. Zoe, come here. And we will get Zoe set up here. And I have this little shish kebab thing, Sherry and Jay. And let me get my shot ready. Well, wait a second. You see this? She's just grabbing my hand. All right. High five for Sherry and Jay. High five again. What do you say? What do you say? Say thank you. Say thank you. Louder. Say thank you. Say thank you. Okay, good girl. She said a bunch of little ones. I was trying to get her to get a big thank you there. And a big thank you, Sherry and Jay. Much appreciated. That puts us over 100, well over 100. That makes you 71 through 100, Sherry and Jay. I'm going to put that there. But that also makes you 1 through 20 on our next drawing, which is awesome too. You have us well underway on that next one. Let me get my shot ready and we will do this drawing and then we'll count up the bar crawl votes and the slot pull votes. All right, so once again, we're finishing our Four Roses small batch bourbon. And this has been a good one. This first one, I've had this in a long time. 90 proof. So I've had a few on here that were like 96 and you all about half killed me. So cheers, Sherry and Jay. Thank you so much for that. And Zoe is down there chomping away on her treat. So she says thank you as well. Okay, very good. All right. Let's see. Oh, look at this. And we got Mandy. Mandy jumped in here. Glad you made it, Mandy. See, you're warming my heart as the bourbon is warming my belly. Let's see here. Mike says bar crawls are legendary. Cruise Life TV says bar. Mandy says the bar crawl. Frank, bar crawl. Mike, once again, bar crawls. DC Brother, bar crawls. M, bar crawl. Tim, bar crawl. Rusty, bar crawl. Mike is hosting both this April. That is awesome, Mike. I can't wait to hear about that. Sean says bar crawl. Brad says bar crawl, or in my case, bar crawl, then fall down. Cheryl says bar crawl. Sherry says bar crawl. This is awesome. Mike says birthday slot pull and C-Day bar crawl. He's doing them both. That's great. Ted says I would go on the bar crawl for the entertainment factor over the slot pull because I don't drink. And you know what? I don't know if we've ever had a clean sweep on a question, but since I host the bar crawl, you know, that like I said, that warms the heart there. So I'm glad to see that one win in a landslide. Mike says need stickers and buttons. You know what, Mike? I don't know. Maybe you mentioned it and I forgot. I didn't know you were actually hosting the bar crawl. So yeah, I will get you some more stickers and buttons for that bar crawl that you can pass out. Yeah, and Brad says, yes, post that up there. What an excellent group of happy drunks. Yeah, my bar crawl videos, you know, sometimes people just enjoy watching them to watch all the people get crazy as the bar crawl goes along. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm starting to get into a pattern of how I do them. Most of you that watch them probably know, you know, I show clips from each bar, but then we always say what bar we're at, what we're drinking. And then you see people get a little wilder and crazier as we go along. Rick says blackjack tournament. Yeah, I used to do those a lot. And now Carnival quit doing them ever since COVID. I don't know if those are going to come back or not. You would think that they'd be back by now. M says I can do wine or beer, not both. And M, yeah, on my bar crawl, we have a suggested drink. We don't make people drink anything, but I would do a suggested drink because if you have 50 bar crawlers, for example, there's no way that they're going to take 50 different orders. You know, they have to get, say, of those 50, say 40 of the 50 drink the suggested drink, and they can make a big batch of drinks all up at once. And then if there's 10 people, let's say that, no, I don't want to drink this or I don't want to drink that, then it's okay. So That's how we do that. And so in your case, if you only drink beer or wine, then at each bar you could just say, hey, I want whatever your top beer is and just go with that. And that would be totally fine. So you'd be totally fine on my particular bar crawl anyway. And yeah, all right. So here is the last would you rather that I have written down at least. And that is you can go on a New Year's Eve cruise, New Year's Eve cruise, or you can go on two off season cruises. So it's a 2 for 1. New Year's Eve cruise, that is arguably the most desirable cruise week in the entire year. So you can go on that one, or you can go in two really off season. I mean, not peak season. We're talking about the least prized weeks of cruises. So two of the least traveled cruise weeks of the year, or New Year's Eve. Your choice. That is the would you rather. All right. Mike is saying, give me the two cruises. I hear that. Tim is saying same thing. Mandy's saying two. Frankie's saying two. Cheryl's saying two. Rusty is saying two. Two is better than one. Absolutely. I figured this one would win. And I almost changed the question to make it 3 for 2, you know, to where you'd get two, like a New Year's Eve cruise and another cruise. And I don't know if that would have changed the answer or not for any of you. But if it was 3 for 2, let me know in the comments. Oh, look, we got M says New Year's Eve. Brad says it's a tough call. DC Brother says, I want to do both. Sherry says New Year's because I get lots of free cruises. Yeah, and depending upon your VIP situation with your particular cruise line, that could definitely have an impact on what you choose. M says could be a bucket list thing. Absolutely, it could. Cruise Life TV says trick question. Just book New Year's Eve, so I will say 2 now that we're doing New Year's Eve. And yes, speaking of New Year's Eve, Cruise Life TV is joining us on New Year's Eve on the Carnival Vista, December 28th, out of Port Canaveral next year. So if you all would like to join myself and Cruise Life TV, and there's a couple other friends and coach cruisers going on that cruise as well. Yoli, who's not here, and Andrew, and then a couple that we just met from this most recent cruise I know is going, and Rod and Vicky. They were members of that night crew that I talked about. They already booked the cruise. So we're going to have a nice big group of people having a lot of fun next New Year's Eve on the Carnival Vista. So it's going to be a good time. Definitely going to be a good time. Vista, I've probably been on the Carnival Vista more than I have any other ship. One of my favorite ships. I think I'd rank Carnival Horizon is my favorite ship. The Vista class ship, if you are in the Havana area, I will take the Havana area on a Vista class ship over any other accommodation, especially if it's like an extended aft balcony on the Carnival Vista or something like that. Oh, look at that. We got Lovey's Fat Life here. Thank you so much. Says gorgeous puppy. I've seen her before. What breed again? Lovey, she is half husky. So you can probably see that part, and half pit bull. And let me tell you, she's way more husky than she is pit bull because she has no problem with the cold. It is freezing. I let her outside today a couple times. And I mean, with the wind chill, we're talking about negative 15, 20. You would think that she would want to go out and then be back in like 5 seconds. You know, I let her out. She stood there looking at me. I'm like, hey, come on, come on. And she just stands there like, no, I'm good. So I let her stay out there for 5 or 10 minutes, come check back, and I call her, and she still acts like she doesn't want to come back in. And I mean, it's freezing. So this dog can handle the cold. She is built like a husky, although she is a mix for sure. Sherry says she loves the Havana area. And the Havana area, for any new cruisers out there on the Vista class, and I always make a point to point this out. Now, there are different Havana areas within the Carnival fleet. The XL class has their own Havana area, and they didn't do it right. They messed it up, in my opinion. I mean, for relaxation, the Havana area on the XL class is good because honestly, there's not a lot going on, and you have a private area that only people in the Havana area can go to. The problem is it's not as fun as the Vista class, and it doesn't have a pool, or well, it has a pool, but it doesn't have any hot tubs. And the pool that it does have is tiny. And at least the time that I stayed, I got offered for only $300 to upgrade from an interior cabin to a cabana in the Havana area. So, of course, only $300 difference. I'm going to take that. So, on my Thanksgiving cruise, I went there. The pool was freezing. Granted, it was, you know, Thanksgiving time or whatever, but I mean, hardly anybody was in the pool anyway. But when you go on the Vista class, it's like a little party back there, but it's only a party for people that have booked the Havana area. So you kind of get to know everybody in the Havana area. And then you have two nice size hot tubs right beside the nice size pool and the bar. So it's like bar, pool, hot tub, plenty of lounge chairs all around. And it's just, if you want to party and hang out and meet people, great place, great vibe, not too crowded. You know, you got your drinks right there. You're close to your room. It's a great situation. So a lot of people just swear by the Havana area on the Vista class. Now the XL class, like I said, tiny pool. You still have your outdoor bar. You have no hot tubs. It's just not the same scene. So if you're booking Havana and you see, oh, I'm going on the Carnival Celebration, I'm going to book the Havana area because Coach said the Havana area is awesome. Just know the distinction, because it is a big distinction between the Vista class and the XL class as far as Havana goes. So, yeah. Lovey says Horizon is our favorite ship to date. Love it. And yeah, I think Lovey's Fat Life has hit the nail on the head there. I mean, the Horizon is so great. I mean, I love, obviously, the nightlife, but I'm a big Alchemy Bar fan. But I also really like bourbons, and they have some great bourbons at Guy's Pig and Anchor. So, Alchemy is like right here on deck 5. And then if you walk down the hallway over here is Guy's Pig and Anchor. And there's usually live music going on in Guy's Pig and Anchor, which makes it attractive. They have IMAX theater on the Vista Horizon and the Carnival Vista. So that's kind of cool. There's just, there's just a lot to really like about the Carnival Vista class. Carnival Panorama, instead of the IMAX theater, has, the jumping things. I haven't been on the Panorama yet. So, yes, and I agree with that. Let me put that up on the screen. Edwin is going on the Venezia New Year's 24-25. That'll be awesome. And I'm wondering, Edwin, Lee may be your cruise director. I'm guessing he will be. He's taking over in August. So August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, I think you're going to get Lee. Lee is my guy, as most of you know. The 2-time cruise director of the year, Lee Mason, who is just finishing up this week, as a matter of fact, his contract on the Carnival Celebration. He's going on vacation, going to have a couple weeks, a couple cruises, actually. He's going as a passenger on a back-to-back cruise, 2 5-day cruises, back-to-back to go see his fiancee, Geraldine. They're going to be getting married in 2025, and they're going to be planning all that out and stuff probably during this vacation, figuring all that out. And then he's going to go to the Celebration one more time. And then after that vacation, then he's going to the Carnival Venezia. And I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him by 2 months. I will be on the Carnival Venezia June 18th through the 26th. So if anybody out there is on a Venezia June 18th through the 26th, you will see me on there most likely. And I'm going to be on the Carnival Horizon. Lovey and I were just talking about. I'll be on that one June 8th through the 16th. So let me take another drink. I've been talking for a while here. Okay. We got some questions. Let's go up to some of these questions. DC Brothers going on the Horizon, April 7th through the 13th. You'll be on right after me, DC. Our Family Escapes. Hello. All right. Just catching up on the questions here. And yeah, if you could hit that like button as Cruise Life suggests, that would be awesome. Mike is excited about the sailing in April. He's going to be on the Magic, so I'll fill you in on that. You're right after me, Mike. Lovey is going on the Vista this June, and then back on the horizon in February. Mike's on the Sunrise, so you'll see Geraldine. There's a good chance, Mike. That'll be cool. Lovey's Fat Life. The Sunrise was their first ship when it was the Triumph. And Frankie, okay, so I think it was Cruise Life TV was just asking, if I was a travel agent or if I booked the cruises. And I honestly, I need to start doing that because a lot of people have started to, say, hey, when are your cruises as you're going on? And they're people, booking because they see the bar crawls or they see how much fun we have and everything. And, if their schedules work out, they're like, well, hey, let's cruise. Let's go with, where Coach Cruise is going. So I need to start doing that. I know Cruise Life TV, they mentioned that they saw the bar crawl and all the fun we were having on the celebration. They're like, hey, we want to book a New Year's Eve cruise. And then that itinerary for the Carnival Vista, Frankie, is great out of Port Canaveral. So there's going to be a bunch of us on that. Cruise Life TV will be on there. I'll be on there. Like I said, there's at least 4 Coach Cruise, family on there, bar crawlers and such that'll be going. So that would be the closest thing to a group cruise so far. We've got, 8 to 10 committed already that have already booked it. So if you're looking for a New Year's Eve cruise, Frankie, you haven't done one yet, that one might be of interest to you if the commute works out and everything. Mandy's going to be on the Vista in 33 days. It's in dry dock now. Excited to see the changes. Yeah, Mandy, that's true. Let's throw that up on the screen. I wonder what changes could be made. Could there possibly be a Shaq's Chicken or something like that added? Or are they just going to do mechanical stuff? I'm sure they'll clean some areas up and make it shiny and bright. But we got Crystal back here. I am having a really good day, except for it being really cold here. And Edwin's just got off the celebration for New Year's and going back on spring break. Excellent. Well, I was on there with you, Edwin. So I hope you had as good a time as we did, or I did at least. And Crystal's always good about getting those likes up. So yeah, if we could get those likes to 30. And I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed, and thank you all for joining. This was an unscheduled. Normally I don't come on until 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. So for 43 minutes into the show, we have, about 75% of the people that we would normally have. And like I said, I didn't even mention this until, a few hours ago. So thank you for all of you that, have made the point to come on and check this out. Much appreciated. Let's see. I gave you guys outside. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Edwin. Okay. Yep. Very cool. Met on the elevator. Sherry says Jay and I are booked for New Year's Eve going out of Miami. We'll see if we can switch ours to when you go out. Yeah. I mean, Jay and Sherry and Jay, that would be great. If you think you'll have more fun, check out the itinerary. The itinerary for Carnival Vista and Cruise Life TV, if you're still on here, maybe you can confirm these. But I believe it's Aruba, Bonaire, and Grand Turk. I believe those are the 3 ports. Aruba, Bonaire, and Grand Turk, if I remember correctly. And Cruise Life TV, if you remember the exact 3 ports. I'm pretty sure I'm right on at least 2 of those. So, yeah. But it's a really good itinerary. And Cruise Life TV says, yes, that's correct. I mean, Aruba, amazing, beautiful. Bonaire, amazing, beautiful. Grand Turk, amazing, beautiful. Beach, just steps off the ship. I mean, you can't go wrong with any one of those ports. Those are just all fabulous. And that's why that one was picked, to be honest. Plus the Carnival Vista is a good ship, and as Mandy pointed out, it's in dry dock, so it will have some upgrades there. I saw some people talking about Alaska. Crystal wants to see the Northern Lights. I still want to see the Northern Lights. When I went on the Alaskan cruise last summer, they hinted that we might see some Northern Lights if we got up at like 2, 3 a.m. and we looked this way. So I made a point to do that, and I saw nothing. So I was greatly disappointed. So I still have yet to see the Northern Lights with my own eyes. So that's still on my bucket list. Ted says going in 23 days on the Dream, then a group cruise with Island Time in November of 2025 on the MSC Seascape. I did see that, Ted. Unfortunately, that is right during my work, as a school teacher. I just can't take that time off. So I would not be able to make that one. But that will be a lot of fun for the whole Island Time crew. Absolutely. Cruise Life TV says August last week. And Rick is on here, and he's just released some new articles, and he's always releasing articles talking about cruising and stuff. So I know he posts them on both my cruise group page, Coach Cruise, and he also posts them on Island Time. So if you go to either one of those channels, either mine or Island Time's channel, you can see Rick's articles posted there. Crystal says, what time of year did you go to Alaska? We went in late July. It was late July, mid-July to late July. It was 2 weeks back to back. Brad says Northern Lights would be great. Usually just red and blue lights in my rearview mirror. I hope not. Brad. All right. Well, we are 14 minutes away. Keep the questions coming in the comments. Let me take another drink here. All right. So, as I told you, for those of you who came on late, you may be wondering like, hey, it's super early. You're not supposed to be on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. No, an hour and 15 minutes now. And here you are. And the reason is are there any theater people out there? And if there are any theater people, have you seen Hamilton? So, the shirt draw. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate that. Okay, so we got to do the shirt draw. So let me go through the numbers here. Moonlight Adventures, normally they're on an hour before me. I happen to be on an hour before them. They're going on in 15 minutes. So Moonlight Adventures, if you want to catch their show, they'll be on, but their numbers 1 through 5. Then we have the Carnival Cruise Addicts, numbers 6 through 20. We have Shane Nordgren, 21 through 25. We have the aforementioned Rick W. has numbers 26 and 27. We have Tim G twice. The first one is 28 through 47. Then we have Frankie Floyd, 48 through 50. We have Cruise Life TV, 51 through 60. Then we have Tim, that second time, as I mentioned, 61 through 70. And then we have Sherry and Jay, numbers 71 through 100. And then Sherry and Jay also have numbers 1 through 20 on our next drawing that we'll do hopefully next week. Or if we have a wild, crazy ending here, we could possibly do it this week. Next week, there might not be a show. Well, we'll get into that, but we'll figure it out. Only 2 more likes for Crystal says to get to 30. So if you haven't already hit the like button, please do. And there's 29 of you in here. So I'm guessing there's 2 of you that haven't hit. All right. So you see, it just says 548 on my phone there. I'm going to ask for a random number 1 through 100 from Siri. And she's going to squirt out a number. And whatever that number is corresponds to the super chat that all you wonderful super chatters put in. You will win that shirt. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. 24. And look at that. We have Shane Nordgren. He had numbers 21 through 25. He's not on the show. Hopefully he watches this on replay. If not, we will catch him at the next show. But he wins the shirt. And for that, just a $5 super chat, he came out on top there. That happens more often than you think. So Shane, congratulations. And And Crystal saying we only need one more like to get to 30. That would be awesome. And yeah, I hope Shane watches this on replay and watches all the way to this point and sees that he won the shirt. That would be cool. And I don't remember him winning before. So that's going to be cool. He's going to enjoy that. So he gets a free shirt and I cover the shipping, everything. You just tell me what size, color you want, and a shirt is sent your way with some stickers and a button and all that. All right. So Crystal says, in regards to Hamilton, have an amazing time tonight. It's a wonderful show. Has anybody else out there seen Hamilton? I know that's not talking cruising, but I've heard such good things about the show. And I am one of those people, I don't know how many of you out there enjoy going to the theater shows and stuff like that on the cruise ships. But that's one of the things I do enjoy. I do enjoy the amount of work and effort that all of these artists put into their craft, from the singers to the dancers. And, a lot of the shows have aerial acrobats and things like that. And I mean, I know they do it a lot, but they rehearse a lot to try to, bring us an exciting, entertaining show. And yeah, so Cruise Life TV says Hamilton is great. We saw it on Broadway. All right, excellent. Rick says I'll be producing a YouTube vlog version of my column very soon. Well, that's cool. Oh wait, I missed yours. I was trying to put that. And Mike says Epic Rock by Playlist Productions is awesome. And yeah, so we'll look forward to that, Rick. That will be cool. So that's really all I got. I mentioned that, Frankie had asked about future group cruises and such. I can tell you the cruises that I have upcoming. There is a couple, Monica Broska and her husband, Jarrell. They have been on a cruise ship, I think, like the past 300 days consecutive. It's amazing. If you go and follow her on Facebook, they're get off one cruise and then they're flying or driving to another port to get on another cruise. And it's all been Carnival. But it's insane. So they've been on all these cruises. When they see family, they might see family for like 6 hours or something like that. And then it's off to their next cruise destination. So turns out they are on the same cruise as us. When we cruise from Australia to Singapore, they were on the Carnival Celebration with us for New Year's. And then they're going to be on the Carnival Journeys cruise with us from Australia to Singapore, which leaves July 21st, I want to say. So we have at least 2 people that will know on that Carnival Journeys cruise. But prior to that, March 23rd, I'm on the Carnival Magic, and I'm going with a coach cruiser, James Pope. He's a retired Army vet, and he's down in Georgia. But him and I did one cruise together prior on the celebration in late June, I want to say. And he's on numerous cruises with me. He was one of the first coach cruisers ever. But him and I are doing the March 23rd Magic Cruise together. June 8th, I'm on the Carnival Horizon. That one I booked recently. And what I did was I canceled the second leg of my Carnival Venezia. I was scheduled to be on the Venezia from June, 18th through the 26th. It was going to be June 18th through July 4th. But I figured, you know what? I love the Horizon. I could go on the Horizon and then see different ports and then go to the Venezia. I'm like, 8 days on the Venezia is enough. So I'm doing 8 days on the Horizon, the 8th through the 16th, and then the 18th through the 26th on the Carnival Venezia. And then, as I said, after that will be the Journeys cruise, July 21st. And that will be on the Carnival Splendor, Australia to Singapore. After that, it's Thanksgiving back on the Carnival Horizon. That one will be November 23rd. And then, as I mentioned already, Cruise Life TV and others, along with myself, will be on the Carnival Vista, New Year's Eve, December 28th of 2024 through, January 6th or something like that, on the Carnival Vista. And that is a great itinerary. So yeah, Sherry, I will do that. She says to tell James hello from Jay and I. I will definitely do that. And Sherry and Jay and I, we all had dinner together at the Rick's, what is it? The seafood grill? Rudy's Seafood Grill. That's it, right? On the carnival celebration. Yeah. And James, myself, Sherry, and Jay all had dinner together. So they know James. And most of you that follow the vlogs, you probably saw James in a couple of vlogs. Rusty says, any kind of shot you want me to take for you on the celebration next week? Yeah, Rusty, let's see. How about, let's just make it simple because Patron, when I'm doing a shot and I want to get a little buzz, if I need a little buzz, I'll just go with a shot of Patron. So how about a shot of Patron at the bar of your choice? Most bars is going to have Patron. So yeah, why don't you do a little shot of Patron when you feel like you need a little buzz? Do a little shot of Patron. You can't go wrong. Appreciate that, Rusty. So I'll throw that on the screen. And Mike says, hopefully you can us on the Magic April of 2025. Yeah, so a lot of people post these cruises, and I mentioned it with whoever was talking about the Island Time group in November 2025. The good thing about education is I have a lot of breaks. I have Thanksgiving break, I have Christmas break, I have spring break, and then I have summer break. So that's when I plan all of my cruises around the breaks or during those breaks. So I know exactly when I can cruise, and I kind of know when I can't cruise. So that's the problem. So Mike is saying if I could make the Magic in April 2025. The calendar for our spring break in 2025 hasn't come out yet, Mike. So I don't know, but this year it's the earliest our spring break has been. Usually we're in April, first part of April, but this year it's all the way as early as March 23rd. So let me know the exact date on that, Mike. And when the calendar for next year comes out, I might be able to let you know. And hopefully it lines up. Brad says, hope to cruise with you someday, Coach. And Brad and I, both named Brad, we were in the same port together. He was on a different ship, but we never did hook up. I think we were in Cozumel together on the same day. I want to say it was New Year's Eve 2 years ago. Not this past New Year's Eve, but the New Year's Eve prior. I was on the Carnival Breeze. I forget what ship you were on, Brad, but you got me checking out New Year's Eve cruises now. New Year's Eve on the Glory a year ago was excellent. And hey, Brad, I mean, if you can get to the Florida area, Port Canaveral, I'm telling you, check out that Vista Cruise itinerary. That itinerary is money. I mean, you can't go wrong with Aruba. You can't go wrong with Bonaire. You can't go wrong with Grand Turk. So, yeah. And Rick says, Patron is my favorite tequila. Lacey is here, and look at this. So Lacey is one of the people that I just sent shirts off to. So if anybody else wants shirts, you can get these besides winning them. So Lacey, I believe, ordered 2 blue ones. This is the pink one. I showed this earlier, but if you want one of these, they are $25 for sizes small through XL, and that includes shipping. And 2X or 3X are $2 more just because, it costs a little more to ship, and they charge me more. Actually charge me, I think, $3 more to make a 2X. And it's either $2 more for a 2X and $3 more for a 3X. I don't know. They charge me at least $2 more each shirt, 2X and above. And, as the sizes get bigger, they charge me. So that's just the shirt company for you. So I pass the increase on to everybody else. Let's see here. So hello, Lacey, by the way. And your shirts are on the way. She says, we are packing for the celebration to leave on Sunday. And Lacey, you should get your shirt. I sent you your tracking number. Check that tracking number. And usually it takes 3 days. So what's today? Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm guessing the latest you'll get those shirts is Friday. So you will get them just in time for your cruise. And please take a picture of you both wearing the shirt. And we'll post it on the Coach Cruise group. Myself, Mike, or Tim G will do that. As soon as we see it, we will approve it and we'll put it up there. Rick says, you are not styling if you don't have a purple Coach Cruise t-shirt. Yes, and we're running low on the purple shirts. As a matter of fact, I'm looking up at my inventory here, and I can only count 4 purple shirts, 1 in XL, 1 or 2 in 2X, and 1 in 3X. And I'm going to have to restock some of the smaller sizes. So yeah, the purple is running low. I did order a lot of pinks. I still have a lot of pink shirts in small, medium, and large. I'm out of them in 2X and 3X. And I have, it looks like I have at least 2 left in XL. So if anybody wants a pink, out in 2X and 3X and running really low, and 1X. So yeah. All right. So check that out. We just hit an hour. Thank you all for joining. Like I said, I'm really surprised how many we had, considering we were 2 hours early, and I only got the word out a few hours beforehand. So thank you all for joining. I had a good time with the Would You Rather questions, as I always do. And you all have a great week. I do not know, honestly, if there will be a show next week. If there's going to be a show, it might be this Sunday. It might be Sunday night. I'll get back to you with the time. Like I said, I'm coaching a game Monday. I'm coaching a game Tuesday. I'm coaching a game Wednesday. Thursday, I forget what's going on. I'm coaching a game Friday, and I'm coaching a game Saturday. We have 5 games in 6 days next week for my boys basketball team that I coach. So I'm going to be crazy busy next week. So Sunday is the most logical time, Sunday night. So I'm guessing that would be when the show would be, if I can do a show. So be on the lookout. Have your notifications set. If you're new to Coach Cruz, please hit that subscribe button with a notification bell so you get notified when we do any kind of show. Seg, great to have you here. I forgot to mention you earlier when you popped on. If there's anybody else I forgot to mention that entered in the comments, I apologize. I tried to mention everybody. So if you slip by me, I apologize. And we will see you all next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Peace. Cheers. Oh, wait. I forgot to hit end stream, so I'm still here. We'll see y'all.